Hello. Hello. For a second, it was just spinning wheel like it did last week, and I was going to have to stab the computer, stab the screen, because that's the answer. That's the answer. Violence. You know how they say violence is never the answer? But what if the question is, what is never the answer? And then it's violence. And thereby, is that a paradox? I don't know. What's up, Mitch? Hans? Stevie? Pickles? See you soon, Stevie. But I won't have my switchblade. That I can promise. When we go to the McCammon signing, I'm not going to bring the switchblade. I don't think. I don't know. Pizza Giraffe's here. Hello, Ron. Good to see you. Ray is here as have a knife day. Oh, this year's theme of the Swingers Convention is "You've Got a Friend in Me." That's the theme for this year's Swingers Convention. I think it might have something to do with Woody, but it has nothing to do with Toy Story. So let's get into the bucket, shall we? What is a Monday bucket? Editing is your friend. Flash. Yes. Philip, Philip, the cemetery Philip, as I was asked to shout out. Editing is your friend. That video bombed. Nobody wants to see that video. Editing was not my friend, but that's one of my favorite videos that I've done in a long time. I really like that video. This is a soft spot. So what? Oh, okay. So what do we got here today? We got a Peter Seasonal Saison from Rapture. So we're gonna pop this guy open. We're gonna pour it. We're gonna drink it. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about books. We're gonna talk about Philip Fracassi and booktubers. Hey, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr.'s here. David's here, and I haven't seen SDAJ in a while. That was aggressive. So we're gonna pour it. And you're gonna hear it. I'm gonna mic it. Yeah, unnecessarily hitting, because I'm just like, does that help to know it's being poured? I thought that video was great, especially the baby prisons. The baby prisons was a video I did, and I never aired it. I had it as a short. I was going to air it as a short, but it got dark. So I mean the content got dark. So I just I don't need headaches with YouTube. You know, I don't want them coming after me for content. I don't need that. I have my own struggles. I'm my own worst enemy. I don't need to create more enemies. Happy Monday, Jason. Pizza Giraffe. You know, I just it hit me today or the other day. Was it yesterday? I miss pizza. You know, when I was looking at all these moving from Chicago to Tennessee Facebook groups and all that stuff, and the people talking about, I miss Italian beef, I miss this, I miss that, where's a good restaurant, where's the guy, I gotta manja, you know, and all these wannabe Italians are bemoaning the fact that there are no good Italian eateries in Tennessee. And I gotta say, today or the other day was the first time it really hit me. I'm like, I haven't had a good pizza in a while. Why? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that tough to replicate. You got dough, you got sauce, unless you're a goofball in California, you got cheese, and then you got toppings. What is hard about that? I'm sorry. I'm emotional. I saw Pizza Giraffe. I got triggered. Hello, Mark. Hey, David's here. David, you got to help me cope with this pizza thing. I was working second shift for 4 weeks. Dang, I used to work third shift. No, you didn't miss any good Chiz, because there's no good Chiz. There's Chiz. Chiz is awful. Awful Chiz, man. Oh, but you have barbecue, so stop whining. Yes, I will say, not that I'm cheating on Mitch or anything, but I gotta say, there's a pub, there's a brewery in town. I'm not a big fan of the brews, but the best ribs I've had since I moved. Ah, and yes, there's another David Melchowski will testify to this. There's a barbecue joint that does awesome pulled pork. So yes, it's a trade-off. I am a barbecue guy, but pizza, you can't not like I want an Aurelio Super 6. Mitch is like, I had some Lou Mal's a couple weeks ago. Lou Malnati's. Oh, with their butter crust. Forget about it. Ah, God, I'm hungry. There's no such thing as good chiz. No, there's nothing. Jason and Hans Mitch can eat me for his silence. Oh, oh, I'm freaking arms. SDAJ. Yes. Autocorrect hates that Z. Yep. What's up, Matt? Good to see you. That's because half the Goombas in witness protection got sent to Tennessee. Oh man, Goombas. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. What the hell? You're going to another brew. Not for their beer, but they had ribs. You picked the meat fell off the bone. Oh, and Jill is like, I love the fries. She loves the fries there. We haven't had a bad meal at that place. I miss pizza. The restrictions by the Fed say they can't open any Italian restaurants. Fugazi. Fugazi? It's a Fugazi. The lack of great pizza is clearly the fault of the Chiz. He's trying to ruin your life one slice at a time. The Chiz, man, I don't know. That guy, I got some stuff in here. I got stuff. Are there no Pizza Huts in Chattanooga? There are Pizza Huts. There's a Little Caesars up the street. I haven't got that itchy yet. I mean, back when we lived in Chi-Town, I would eat Little Caesars, and because I knew there was better around the corner. So you can make do with a Little Caesars or a Domino's. We didn't do the Pizza Hut. And you could make do. You like, all right, it's Tuesday. We got nothing going on. Little Caesars, kids are over. You just eat it. You get the crazy bread. Because you knew there was better. But there's a desperation at play. If I go to the Little Caesars here, it's sad. I'm going to be sobbing. Because it's like, this is it, man. There's nothing. You go get the frozen pizza section. You could shop the shit out of that at your local Walmart. And frozen pizza. They don't even have home run in frozen pizza. I didn't think this would get to me. I really didn't. I didn't. Most pizza places employ Brazilians, I find. Huh. Loopy's Pizza. Jill, Loopy's Pizza. It's David Malchowski. Mikulski. No, it's Malchowski. David, is it Mikulski? But it's not Chalski. It's Malchawski. You can't make your own pizza. You don't have a supermarket nearby with the right ingredients. I don't know. I don't know, Hans. I don't know. I don't have the survival wherewithal. We have a small downdraft stove. I'm not getting into it. I'm not going to get into the Gen Air stove, downdraft stove from the 80s we got here. It cooks like a bastard, though. That thing cooks. I got to say. What's up, Tim? Saw you were pretty excited about alligator. Yeah, he had a buy at Mellow Mushroom. Mellow Mushroom, Jill. That's a little bit of ways. But Mellow Mushroom, remember that was across from the hotel we stayed at? Loopy's Pizza. We're gonna have to drive out Oh yeah, New York Police Department. I saw that. That's on 153. I see that. The New York Pizza Department. All right. I know Little Caesars and Domino's are not pizza. I really didn't plan on talking about pizza. Thanks, Pizza Giraffe. Melchowski. That's what I was saying. Melchowski. Tim says they serve alligator in the local Waffle House near him. Damn! We got a Waffle House. I bet you they don't do alligator. I bet you they don't. Little Caesar sucks. I know it does. I know. But when you just, it's like you're not banking on that saving you. And, was not aware. Okay, so Steven's like, anyone else jump on the pre-sale for the new Legati from Terra Press? Is that like a pterodactyl that's a chiropractor? Chiroterra? Ah! You're back! Well, the Pizza Giraffe is a mythical animal and he delivers eaten pizza. Well, I don't want to know the process if he eats it already. Hello, Andrew. I love New York Police Department. New York Pizza Department. We'll try that. There's a place in town Jill went to, and they were jerks, so we're not going back. We're not wrong. What Little Caesars is one of the best pizzas? No, Pizza Giraffe, you've just lost your credibility as far as pizza goes. The best pizza that I found in Seattle is Delfino's deep dish spinach Chicago pizza, just incredible. Oh, you're making me hungry. Well, there was a place in Crestwood, Illinois called Louise's we really loved. Oh, and I loved Aurelio's. You couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting a pizza joint where we used to live. We used to swing dead cats all the time. It's a fun thing to do. You swing a dead cat. Bam, Fox's Pizza. Bam, Palermo's. Bam, Lou Malnati's. Swing a dead cat here. Mike is here. Hello, everybody. Y'all are crazy. That old world pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars is epic. Well, I'm going to try it because I got nothing. Mango on pizza. Wow, that's sick. Oh, okay. Hello, Alexia. We talked about your name, the Greek pronunciation. Best pizza, Gino's East, Chicago. They opened one in Nashville. Going to Nashville, Jill. I used to get Gino's East pizza every Monday. You didn't know that, Jill. Oh, no. What I used to get, I used to go to Gino's East every Monday. No, I used to get Aurelio's every Tuesday. I used to go to Gino's East every Monday and get their chicken Caesar salad. It was, forget about it, good. It was great. There was this place in Normal, Illinois that served pizza with a bottle of sort of salad dressing or something weird but good. Yeah, everybody tries to have their gimmicks. Everybody does. Oh, we got a consensus, or we got some energy for Gino's East. There is a New York Pizza Department 3 minutes from the house in Lakeside. It's a fancy place. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it. I also got my gator. Freaking amazing. Alligator is so tempting, beautiful. Don't know anything about the book, though. All right. So, yeah, I saw that, Mitch. Somebody in the Centipede Press book got their alligator already. They're subscribers. They also got their bats out of hell. But I did get alligator. Alligator is not sold out. I am shocked. Is it still available? Let me look it up. I'll look it up right now live. This is service. This is service, not with a smile, but it's service. It's still available. I thought there was huge energy for alligator, and it's still available. But yeah. I had a theory about alligator. Think about the name. So this author isn't very widely known. And Jared said the book comes with a very rare photo of the author. Now, why is the photos rare of the author? Why? Because she's a pseudonym. Now think, Shelley Katz, S-K. Shelley and Katz have the exact same amount of characters as Stephen King. And the E's in Shelley line up with the E's in Stephen. So I wrote this theory to Jared. I said, come on now, is Shelley Katz a pseudonym for Stephen King? And he said no. He said no. But I was jazzed for a little while. I'm like, what if this? Because also Jared's been kind of goofy with the Stephen King trivia lately, asking about what your favorite Stephen King books are, now what your favorite Stephen King endings are, all this Stephen King energy. And this is, I know I keep saying energy, whatever, I don't care. It's all of a set. Like, I'm like, Shelley Katz is Stephen King because the timeline's right. Stephen King was trying out pseudonyms because he thought his success was a fluke. He became Richard Bachman, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to do all these other things. Shelley Katz. He probably thought, what if I wrote as a female author? Would my work sell as well? Is it misogyny in publishing? Experiment. And Shelley Katz, who's she? Nobody knows. No, she doesn't even know who she is. So I just want to, I want to be like our QAnon. I want to be our conspiracy theorist. Like, this is InfoWars. I'm Alex Jones of the publishing. Okay. So I'm going to just put this stuff out there. See if it catches fire. Author's an alligator. Hey, Jack Smith. Good to see you. Nope. Logan. Do I got to say your name 3 times, Logan? I feel like I did. Did anyone else get Babel 17? Jared's production on these Delaney, books has been incredible. Well, Jared, Jared's the Jared. There's only one Jared. And he does great work. So, Alligator, I passed on Bats Out of Hell, even though I have the Vintage Horror series, and that's the next installment in the Vintage Horror series. I passed because it was like that or Alligator. Couldn't get both. And probably shouldn't got Alligator either. So anybody want to buy it from me for $600? Even though it's still available from Centipede. But no, I did not get Babel 17. Philip Fracassi's not here yet, or he might not be here. Hello, my name is Chris, and I'm a bookaholic. Hello, Chris. We don't judge. We're not judging. We're not judging. We're enabling. Christopher, go. Oh, yeah, you're the one that makes my addiction worse. Hey, what's up? Philip's here. I was just about to talk about you. Now that you're here, I got to watch what I say now. But you're here. I got an unboxing to do live, Fracassi related. Jeff speaks him into the stream. Jeff is into energy now. Should we do an energy drink, Jill? Should we brand an energy drink? Called Big Book Energy. Big Book. Hello, my name is Logan, and I ran out of money. I just steal from libraries and children now. Oh, children are the best to steal from. You just knock them right over, and they can't identify you. You're just a big man. You just shoved me over and took my book. What were you running around with the Centipede Press book for, kid? Hello, Troy's here. So I thought Philip Fracassi was getting his beauty sleep because he's going live tomorrow with his more important friends, Josh Malerman and Mitch. That's okay. I was going to go and do an event for Philip Fracassi for A Child Alone with Strangers, but that's okay. No, it's all right. Hey, Philip, Just Jeff talking about his theory that Jared Centipede is a little heavy-handed with his Stephen King love lately. And Shelley Katz is Stephen King. We're going to get to the Chiz. We're going to get to all this. But first, I'm going to unbox something. Now, when I first bought from VJ Books, my book came in a bag, and I did a whole thing about it. New Cormac McCarthy release tomorrow. Ugh. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know stuff about Centipede and King. Oh, Philip. Nobody watches this channel. Spill. New Cormac McCarthy release tomorrow. Hey, you need to PM me your new mailing address. Yeah, Jill, Jeff Fuchs. He needs our mailing address. Child Alone with Strangers is in the mail from VJ Books. Philip, care to guess what color the signature will be? PF wanted to only do the live with us three, but we decided to open up to the public. That's cool. I'm going to be there tomorrow for sure. I wouldn't miss that for anything. If I ever ran into an actual child that has CP book, I would have mad respect for that kid and how far ahead she was in life. Yes, I would. I'd have to high five that child and escort that child wherever they're going to protect them. Book people stick together. Got to be red, blue, or purple. Well, what do I got in here? So when I first bought from VJ, they sent in a bag and I wasn't happy. And then they went to a box. And then this time I got this and I did not pay for priority. So I don't know why I got priority. I'm happy I did because this is here earlier than release day. So naughty on you, VJ. But damn, I was just jazzed to get it, even though I'm already reading it. So I got my packing slip. So here is the book. If you guys don't have it yet, you got to get it. God, that knife looks dangerous. Yes. I've only ever gotten VJ Books in boxes. I know. And so I don't know what this was about or why I got priority, but I think they might have upgraded me. I sent them my interview with you, Philip, and they're like, "Oh, we love this." So maybe that got me bumped up to. So here it is. Love these. I actually saved the one that had Philip Fracassi on it. I saved it because he was the author of the month. And so here it is. Mylar wrapped. Child Alone with Strangers. Oh, yeah, I already got it from I just get it. You know, I get it earlier than a lot of people. I don't know why, but here it is. Mylar wrapped. What color signature do you think I got? What color? What's more limited? What color? Purple. My son says purple. That book looks, mine hasn't shipped yet. Oh, I got red. So equal. Okay. Well, I got red. Excellent, man. This is like, this is the pristine copy. This is signed in the book, even though I'm already reading the book and I have a book plate. Bam, right there. VJ Books. Oh, I don't know why these, if you haven't got one, I don't know why you wouldn't. So I'm still reading the book, right? I have it here. I'm this far into it, and it's like I only get faster reading this book. I might just start reading it now that I'm holding it, and I have the thing there. But I might just. So I might do that. I don't know. So this is Child Alone with Strangers secrets. Yeah, secrets. There are no secrets here. There are no secrets. So anyway, there is a really cool Easter egg in here for fans of this channel and Rapture Brewing. I love that, Philip. Loved it. That was so cool. I just got to it and I'm like, it just jumped out. I'm like, this is awesome. I didn't look for it since you gave me And I dig this cover now that I'm reading the book. I'm really digging it. I didn't look to see if it was in the arc. Was it in the arc? Got my shipping email today. Hi, Philip. Do it, dude. How is Henry holding up? Henry is he's doing good. No, just the final. Okay, because I was gonna check it out and see. I love that. Love that. That is so cool. So Easter egg. I'm not gonna tell people what it is exactly. I kind of was yeah. And Logan, you got Jill sad with your comment. Child alone with strangers. But now we're feeling for your youth, Logan, and we're really sorry you were alone with strangers. It's kind of how I felt too. I know if anybody from my family was watching this, they'd roll their eyes. But that's the thing. They're not watching. I was a child alone with strangers too. I was. So sorry, Logan. Glad you're here with friends now. Now you're a grown up together with friends, which doesn't have the same appeal as a title, but that's why they pay Philip the big bucks. It's arguably the greatest Easter egg of all time. Mitch, I can't deny that. I can't deny that. And, I had the Peter seasonal saison. I wish I had a different Rapture brew for tonight, but I don't. I don't have that. So anyway, everybody check out the book, read it. It's fun. I'm doing a reading vlog. That's what all the kids do. So I'm doing a reading vlog, and I'll be doing my review of the book very soon. But Philip, it made me wonder if you name the principal that name, and that name's in here too. So I'd imagine that name was the name of the principal before you even knew about this channel. But it had me think twice about Ms. Terry. I'm almost done writing my first novel. Do you have a P.O. box I could send a copy to once it's done? We actually do, Jack. Do we, Jill? Yeah, we do. I could send that to you, Jack. Just hit me up at jeff@thejeffword.fun. That's a real email address. It's a real deal. jeff@thejeffword.fun. What'd you say? What? Who says their girlfriend looks like the average person? Oh, I didn't. I don't know. Jill's distracting me, guys. I'm off my game. The official story is Ms. Terry is 100% named after producer Jill. Producer Jill, you have you are a teacher, a principal in a grade school. That's the official story. And we have documentation here from the author. It is better than a certificate of authenticity. That is awesome. Ms. Terry. But you're Ms. Terry, which means you're still free. You're not bogged down. Was Gothic ever added to VJ? Oh, I didn't think so. Huzzah, producer Jill. Huzzah, you earned it. This is Hans. What, the rest of us aren't good enough to know your dumb P.O. box with... What the hell, dude? I thought we were better than that. I could just put it in there. I don't know it offhand. Well, the reason I asked is we set it up, but the rubes there didn't figure it out. They're like, you're not authorized, you're not notarized, you're not specialized, you're not lobotomized. So we couldn't get it. And so I'm like, I don't know, do we even have it? But if producer Jill wants to pop that into the comments, P.O. box, you could send me anything. Just no pipe bombs, Anthrax, unless it's the music band. I like Anthrax, Scotty Ian. So we'll put that there. I just don't, I don't want to be a beggar or anything. But we'll put it out there. It should be attached to the channel. We're going to iron that out and then attach it to the channel. You are all welcome to send, because weirdos will send Jeff some used food like chewed pizza. Where else am I supposed to mail my memes? Memes are for social media. Anyway, is this my favorite Fracassi? I don't know yet. But damn, this is an excellent book. I said I have a video out there that predates me reading this book. I actually only read 2 Fracassi books when I did that. Maybe I read 3. Gothic, Boys, and Commodore. I don't remember how many I read. But I did a video, 5 authors you need to read if you love Stephen King. And Philip Fracassi was one of them. And this... he would have been number 1 if I had read this book before I did that video. I wouldn't have shut up about it, because this is definitely like classic King. And wow, excellent book. Balls to the wall, excellent book. I highly 5-star. I mean, unless Philip Fracassi goes off the rails, which I don't think he will, this is a 5-star read. No doubt. No doubt. And I won't say I like it more than Don't Let Them Get You Down, which was a 5-star read. I won't say that. I think I rounded up Gothic to a 5-star because I did 4.5 on that. But it was so much fun. And you know what? Sometimes books have to age in your brain. You read them, you like them. Sometimes it works backwards. Sometimes when you first read it, you loved it. Like this book. You're like, oh, I loved it. And then the more you think about it, it's like cotton candy. It's just nothing's there. You're trying to hold on to it. It's like, no, that book didn't have real anything to it. So what was I all jazzed about? But that's the opposite with Gothic. I loved it, and I loved it the more I recollect it. So Gothic is amazing. Jeff gonna have pizza in his P.O. box. Gonna send Jeff some Bibles just in case. Bibles, Bibbles. We have some Bibbles around here. The coffin edition of the Stand is like a Bible. Go ahead, send it. I don't think my P.O. box will fit. I remember Jeff's first unboxing when someone in the comments needed to remind him to block out his address. Yeah. Now you can go back to those Oak Lawn. My Oak Lawn. You can look at the address all you want now. Buy the house. Please buy the house. It's been on the market, 5 months? I think we're going to keep it, actually. We're still Illinois residents, so I think we're going to keep it. It is. You just haven't finished it yet. It's amazing. Yeah. I need to read Beyond the Void still. I don't even have a copy. Well, that's crazy, Hans. You should have a copy. I didn't read it yet. Dead Zone vibes, agree. You know what? I started writing my review of it, because as I'm reading it, I'm writing notes down. It's got vibes of Cabin at the End of the World, The Listener, and Necroscope. Those books all spark, and then of course classic King. It has cosmic horror in there, and the book's got every goddamn thing you're gonna want. I call it the everything bagel. It's got everything in it. I don't know. I haven't read Dead Zone in a while. It got Cujo vibes. I haven't read Dead Zone in a while, so I could see it. I just, it has Talisman vibes, The Shining vibes for sure, because The Listener was like Robert McCammon's The Shining. And this book has elements that remind me of The Listener, mostly because the villain in The Listener is very similar to Jim Cady in this book. So there's a lot of strands in old Duder's head here. Wait, how confident are we that Philip Fracassi isn't a King pseudonym? I've never seen them in the same room. They were in the same anthology. To be honest, I just call it okay for that same reason. Oh, real time, bud. You're from Oklahoma. Oklahoma, no one goes there, and most can't spell it. That's funny. All right. So, reading and loving A Child Alone with Strangers. Philip and Josh go live tomorrow. Anybody who likes this Monday night will love that tomorrow night live with Josh Malerman. Two very different personalities, two amazing authors. Like Mitch, that's like the lotto. It's amazing. Daphne and Child Alone. I didn't read Daphne yet. Can't wait to see that. I'll be watching that for sure. And Boy with the Blue Rose Heart's going to be shipping soon. Glad you're enjoying, Jeff. Things get nutty in the second half. Well, you've set it up, Philip, where all these pieces are in place. And, dude, I know what I'm hoping for. I know what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a Stranger Things vibe. I also like that it's set in the 80s, but you're not, or 90s. I'm sorry. It's set in the 90s, but you're not explicit with it. So I dig it. Here's something about my novel, buddy cop story with a demon, a murderous cult, beer and blood. Well, there's nothing I can argue with about that. I will definitely read it. My Daphne from VJ arrived today. Wow. It took a while. Mitch and Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. are professing their love to one another, and that's fine. They're trying to one-up each other. I don't know how that's going to go. So that's all the Fracassi news I have, but damn, there's a lot, and you should get on it. A lot of Fracassis finally shipping soon. Child Gothic, Don't Let Them Get You Down. I can't wait for Don't Let Them Get You Down. There was that printing error. They're going to get it perfect, but Jonas, I don't know the publisher's name from Zagava, should sell those instead of pulping them as dinged copies, reduced price copies. That I would buy one. I got the numbered coming, but I would buy one of those dinged. What's up? What's up, Stevie? Glad you're back. Hey, Chad's here. Oh my God, Child is the best thing I've read in years. Wait till the end, Jeff. About to reread it already. It's so good. Damn. Yeah, no, it sucked me in big time. And it's one of those books, like you see the 600 pages and you're like, it's either going to be excellent or horrible. And it's turning into horrible because you're not going to, I know I'm not going to want it to end. It's that kind of a book. And then it gets me kind of upset because it doesn't seem like the publisher was supporting this book the way they should have been. I need to read some Philip Fracassi sometime. Yeah, you do. Child Alone with Strangers would be a great place to start. Jump in right now. Go in off the deep end. You can't be disappointed if you're a fan of horror fiction. I don't. Gothic's great too. I mean, there's no real. I don't have a bad place to start. The only thing I will say is this: the bad place to start might be Don't Let Them Get You Down, since that is that requires a little more faith, and it's just a different vibe. Perfect book though. Frankly, I am relieved there was a day when Stephen Dwayne wanted to marry me. Now he's a sight set on Mitch. He's all yours, Mitch. Oh, number one's here. Hello. So, okay, well, Hans isn't the jealous, possessive type, so that's cool. He went from the bartender to the brewer, and I guess he doesn't like limoncello. So I have a rant in here about my nemesis booktubers. So there's this booktuber we talked about. I think I don't know if bro, we just got to move to Utah. We can all be brother husbands. You guys got to watch. What was it? Stay Sweet, Pray and Obey. Ugh, about Warren Jeffs. Just get out of here with that. Bye, Felicia. Speaking of, I finished my first Fracassi over the weekend. I struggle to start new authors. The folks here convinced me, and I'm glad. Excellent read. What was it, Stevie? What was it? Utah is pretty in the springtime. Utah is gorgeous. It is. It's gorgeous. Those mountains with the trees. I mean, we're gorgeous here. So, Boys in the Valley. Boom. That's where I started. That's an instant addiction. If you read Boys in the Valley, congrats, man. Yeah, brutal. Oh, forget about it. So, last week, I believe we talked about, and we found a fourth. Told my wife Friday when I found that sign for Fracassi in the wild that a few years from now, people will be saying, King who? Fracassi is about to take over. Yep, he's about to take over. You found a hell of a thing, too, because you found the, what was it, the Leviathan press? No, the Cthulhu press. What was Lovecraft, whatever it was. Yeah. One of us. Lovecraft edition. So you got quite a find. You did. And yes, it's going to be worth buku bucks in about a month. Why not? So I was ranting about this other booktuber who was completely opposite from me because he is he is much more successful than I am, but he doesn't know what the hell books he's got. And he just did a video that it's called 5-Star Predictions. And oh my God, I watched this and I was taking notes. He's the worst booktuber out there. And I just had to say that here. And I know, Mitch, you know who it is. Other people might know who it is. But 5-Star Predictions. He said he predicts that The Dark Half is going to be a 5-star read for him, even though he read it a few years ago and just abruptly stopped. And he doesn't know why he stopped. And he just started reading another book in the middle of it, and he can't recall it. Like, he doesn't give you any information. All of his channel is, I don't know, it's a random book. And every book, he's like, random book, I don't know, probably do this, probably read that. Like, he is the most wishy-washy, unprepared booktuber, and he's got more than double my subscribers. And every book he judges on how long it is and how nice the cover is. Because he's like, I predict this is a 5-star book. I'm really liking this author. And look at that cover. Like, that is a bona fide value assessment of what the book is going to be story-wise. That's just marketing. Like, to me, a cool cover is awesome. Like, this is an awesome cover. I love it. I think it looks cool, but I don't hold any hopes based just on the cover that the book is going to be one of my favorite reads of all time. I just don't hold that expectation until I read the book, and then I have an emotional attachment to that cover, because, like, the cover of It, the first trade edition, it's kind of weird. It looks like it's a story about a dragon that lives in a sewer. And you're like, whatever. It looks intriguing. I didn't like it. But that book is amazing. It's one of my favorite books of all time. So now when I look at that cover, I get chills because it now connects in a way. But this doofus is showing these book covers like that's validation. And people are commenting like the guy has an opinion worth like probing. Oh, that video was lit. You're welcome and thank you. Just ordered child. Yep. Video is lit. His 5-star prediction video. If you go watch it, you'll see what I'm saying. Look for his probablys, I don't knows. He's not giving you any information. He's literally picking a book up, showing you the cover, reading the blurbs, reading the dust jacket copy. Anything you could do if you go to his store yourself. Yeah, I'm talking about the Z-Man. I used my sleuth skills last stream and found who you're talking about. I subbed. Oh, okay, yes. So now that I bashed the guy, I feel bad because I feel bad for knocking somebody out there who's doing his own thing. So everybody go subscribe. Just go do it. I still have no idea. I possess 0 sleuthing skills. That's okay. I'm super happy that you're into the Fracassi now. However, with that being said, don't make me get all Highland on you. There can be only one. I watched a couple of his vids and immediately gave up. Wasn't a fan. They're horrible, but they're so much fun to hate. So it works. You know, it works. It's creating content that gives you something. When I was a teen, all I got were my Stephen King galleys from my father. Oh, I read books like Misery and It without even a cover to look at. Wow. Well, that's crazy. How did you score arcs for Stephen King books, Hans? How did you have those connections? I do enjoy JM's channel, though. Who's JM's? Who's JM? Go. You could say who it is. I don't know who that is. I miss Walden Books. I remember that. It meant Mom and I were going to the mall. Cookies Pizza. Sparrow's Pizza, probably. Hold on, Hans. Where is that tiny violin that makes sad trombone sounds? Wah, wah. Yeah, I want to see. Why did you get galleys, Hans? That's pretty of King books. Everybody go subscribe to the Z-Man. I used to do a B. Dalton Orange Julia small run as a kid. B. Dalton, I forgot. Crocs and Brentanos, Walden Books, Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble was like hoity-toity. But yeah, those are the days. Jeff Mommy. Jeff Mommy? You in an alternate dimension. Is he successful in that other dimension? Because then I'll go there and I'll kill him and I'll take over. Follow-up question for Hans. Did you ever take one of those arcs to the beach? Ah, come on! That wasn't cool. That's an open, raw nerve ending that I took. Yes. I was always partial to Little Professor. My father was a senior fiction editor for the Atlantic Monthly magazine for over 40 years. I've got tons of arcs all the time, and he knew I liked King. So when a King, you're just, gosh, I'm so jealous. I remember first seeing a huge display of Skeleton Crew and begging my mom to buy me one. That's awesome. Beach arcs will never get old. You know who's never getting old, Mitch? You, because you're a baby. You're a baby, Mitch. That'll never get old. Jeff Mommy wouldn't take their arcs to the beach. Steven, I never bought an arc to the beach, but I did Moose Shy Chicken over my different seasons arc. Damn. Over 100 Stephen King arcs. Well, Mitch or Hans, we know your retirement plan. Ugh. So I was showing this because this is out. I don't know if you saw my unboxing. This is a galley, an arc, a proof that I never took to the beach. And it's signed. So Marla, I don't know if you guys checked it out. Jonathan Jans, just showing it to you. I do love the cover. That's an awesome cover. That's all I got to say. Just didn't know if you wanted to know. I was 12. I didn't know any better. Well, of course they won't for a spring chicken like you, Mitch. That's a pretty book. I should get my Marla tomorrow. Well, I hope you like it. So the white cover Galley of Marla is the one I read. I could look up the cover, read it, and had nothing to look at. It's thicker than you expected, really? It's a pretty thick book. I mean, it's like almost pushing at 300 pages. Yeah, 290. I remember when I graduated from high school, my mom bought me a copy of It Bleeds on her way home. Still have it on the shelf. Oh, I thought, was that your kindergarten graduation? Look forward to my Marla. Hopefully arriving soon. Marla. So, yes. Yes, what else did I get recently? Oh, yes, this is thanks to Philip Fracassi. A lot of other Halloween books are pretty thin. Oh, I see. Yeah. Slamming through my was 5, now 2 current reads before Marla. I want to know what you think. I want to know what everybody thinks of Marla. I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't know what you're going to think. Okay, good night, Andrew. Going to watch Orphan, not the bad prequel. All right, well, take it easy. Good night. I'm going to tell you guys something. I did not leave a review for Marla on Goodreads because currently they're all 5-star reads, 5-star reviews, and my review would be 3 stars. And I did not want to bring that average down for Jonathan Jans or Earthling. Is that bad? Should I, number one, is that dishonest? Should I do it? Should I put the 3-star review up there? And number two, should I have not told you guys? Like, should I just kept going with that? So I'm just wondering. I want to know what you guys think, because when I was looking at it, I'm like, I'll put my review up, and I'm like, it's got a perfect 5-star. I did a 3-star review on my channel. I'm very honest that I gave it 3 stars, and I just couldn't blemish that average. Is that wrong? I mean, I shouldn't care, right? Shouldn't care. But anyway, this is if you think it's 3 stars, then review it and be truthful. Yes. I think you should always be a straight shooter. He can take it. Yes. I'd imagine. I'm not like worried about him crying himself to sleep. But I don't know. I just felt like peeing. It was like peeing in the pure driven snow. I don't want to be that guy. I'll never tell. I'll take my opinion to the grave, the same as you probably should have. Man, it's sold out at this point. Yeah, it's true. Always be honest about your reviews, Jeff. I am. Since it's a limited edition, I think ratings are way less important. Yeah. My point about the arcs is to humble brag. Oh, there was more to that thought. There are a lot of King books I read having never seen the first edition cover. Like different seasons, Eye of the Dragon, Misery, Rose Madder, and so. Okay, you're just flexing, Hans. I understand the arcs you don't get the covers for. And that's all that matters to my yin yang booktuber who's much more successful than I am. And it's like pouring salt directly in your eye. P.S. Speaking of Earthling, Gothic ships next month. Boom! That's awesome. That is awesome. Gothic coming from Earthling, signed, Chadbourne art. Already read it, so that's going to sit pristine on the shelf. I didn't destroy my Gothic arc. Then I'm going to get, and I got the Gothic arc for Cemetery Dance too. So that's two arcs that never went to the beach or outside. I actually have them in an oxygen-controlled container that I bought from a Michael Jackson estate sale. And they sit there preserved. I can't wait to get Gothic. So, yes. Or you could just say that this is a review for the Dust Jacket only and give it 5 stars. So I reviewed the Dust Jacket. I only managed to get Gothic from CD. Still very excited. Yeah, that's coming in February, so not too long away. And VJ will probably, they are going to have it on their site. So there'll be a signed edition on their site. So get it from there too. Cemetery Dance isn't going to have signed copies. Had to bow out for a half hour or so, so we moved from Stranger Alone, but wanted to fashionably late, so just ordered my signed VJ copy. You will not be disappointed, Ron. It is an awesome book. I want you, tell me what you think. Email me or post on CD. Let me know. I want to know what you think. I love it. It's a great read. Great read. So I hope you all enjoyed as much as I do. Although I am setting your expectations high, and that's usually a disaster because then you're like, he told me it was going to be like the best thing I've read since The Stand. And then you read it and you're like, it wasn't The Stand. And then you're like, so I go in with no expectations because I'm unhinged, I'm an unreliable narrator. But yeah, I love that book. Love it, love it, love it. My first King read was Night Shift, completely based on the cover art with the many-eyed hand. I know that was not the first edition cover. Does anyone know what year that cover was first issued? I don't remember, but I remember seeing it in the grocery store at the checkout aisle, and it was a hand with the die-cut eyes, and you open it, and the eyes were still there. And I will, Jill. Okay. I don't mean to brag. I just wanted to explain my strange experience is all. I'll just grab my toys and leave. It's not Hans's fault. All his arcs are signed by King, and they were personally read to him by King, and King is his godfather, and he has a room at King's house. It's not his fault. No wonder Stephen wanted to marry you, Hans. Did you hear that, number one? Finally, a reason not to be ashamed to know Jeff. She's like, you married my daughter and you're just scum. But she won't say that live. Yes, Hans, please stay. Please stay. I'm about 400 pages in my first reading of The Stand. Then onward to The Gunslinger. Damn! Well, I hope you love The Stand. The Stand is one of my absolute favorite King books. It's one of my absolute favorite books. I love, 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 love The Stand. I'm going to do a reread of that soon. I'm going to reread via the PS Publishing copy because I don't have faith I'm ever going to get the Cemetery Dance copy. But The Stand is just awesome sauce. So enjoy that. The Gunslinger. Now, you should try to read Little Sisters of Illyria before you read The Gunslinger. Then read the 2003 edition of The Gunslinger because it's expanded. And then go off on the journey. And then between Wizard and Glass and Wolves of the Kala, read Wind Through the Keyhole. I'm going to do my journey on the tower very soon because I'm only getting older. I'm going to die soon. So I got to read the tower. I'm jealous that I wish I was reading The Stand for the first time too. Read Swan Song when you're done and let me know. The hardcover Night Shift was not a great cover. No, the Eyes cover was much cooler. Definitely. Yeah, that Night Shift cover it looked like an arc. Stupid. The hand cover of Night Shift was the first edition paperback. Yep. I only have one signed King arc. Dang it. Night Shift was my first King as well. The original die-cut blue paperback. Yeah. My first King was The Shining. The movie tie-in Shining. I still have it. It's right here, guys. I don't know if you can see it. Right here. It's the first Stephen King book I ever read. Love this book. The Shining is amazing. I tried to preserve the spine. We bought it at a garage sale, and most of the spine cracks were done before I got my hands on it. It has pictures from the movie inside. See? Movie tie-in Shining. Epic book. My advice, take your time to stand in the Dark Tower. Amazing journeys. They so are. Night Shift buddies. We got Night Shift crew. Just be honest. 3 stars. You could be 5 for someone else. Yes. I refuse to sit here defending my collection as some Chattanooga biblio bully. Yes, I am that. I discovered King with the release of Needful Things. Oh, well, that's a nice segue because check out what I just unboxed today. The PS Publishing Needful Things. And Philip, my copy is bound correctly and just fine. I hope they're going to resolve your copy for you because everything on mine is nice and tight. Although this, I think whoever does the tipped in where they put in the signature pages, they send it to a vendor that does that to prepare the book. I think they're brutal because the Cujo one is really bad. So those signature pages are heavy-handed. I don't know why they're so bad and clumsy with that, but I just got this, so I can't wait to do a reread of Needful Things, and that's the only special limited edition of that book I have. So it'll be that one. It's loaded with art too. My first was the Carry paperback in '75. Nice and flex. Hate to burst your bubble, but I'm kind of fond of Jeff. He grows on you like a fungus, like a mold spore, like a disease, is what number one's trying to say. Swan Song's incredible. Yep. I'm gonna get our boy Robert Mickey Mick to sign. This is the paperback I had when I was when it first published in '87. This was the first edition, and I'm gonna have him sign it because it's loaded with nostalgia. Oh, cool! They're replacing it. Good. The Shining is intense. The Yellow Shining paperback is the movie tie-in edition. Yes. Like a fungus. See, great minds, Jason. How good a book is Needful Things in comparison to most King? I've never read that one, but I've been thinking of trying it soon. Philip loves Needful Things. Yeah, I don't really remember. I remember Elvis. Some housewife has this fantasy about Elvis. Everybody kills everybody. The whole town blows up. I think that's what I don't remember. It's the last Castle Rock story, right? That's what it's supposed to be. Until he did Gwendy with the Chiz. I liked it. I only read it once. I still have my first hardcover trade edition. So mid-tier, huh? Okay. And Drunken Fireworks. Yes. 7 out of 10. That's a little not mid-tier. Unless you do like 5, 6, 7 is mid. I don't know. My nose is itchy. It's dry, you know? Like the story a lot. Yeah, I think you got to read Needful Things. It's edge of classic King is how I'd rank it. You know, you got he's firing all cylinders. You get edge of classic King. Jill loved Needful Things. Who was the guy that owned the store, Jill? Yeah, she doesn't know. Leland Gaunt, man. Is it better than The Dark Half? I thought so. I hated The Dark Half. Even as a kid, I thought that book was just dumb. Needful Thing is 100% top 20, top 15 work. I checked my Gunslinger. It is a 2003 edition. However, my drawing of the 3 is the original paperback. That doesn't matter. Well, I don't think he did. In Drawing of the 3 guys, did he do an expanded, revised? He might have done a new introduction, but I don't think he added any material to Drawing of the 3. But he did go back and rework the Gunslinger to smooth out some things to connect it because he did it after he completed the whole saga, so he's tying in some loose ends. So that's the one I would read, but I don't think he added material to. He did a new introduction to Drawing of the 3, but he didn't add new story. Tower is amazing. You're good to go. Yeah. Edge of Classic King. Yeah. The concept of Needful Things works for me perfectly, slowly watching all of the moving pieces slide into place and then in total chaos. Nice. I believe Gunslinger is the only one that was revised. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he originally released it in was it Cavalier or some science fiction magazine, and then he sent it to Grant. Grant did the whole book, and then after he finished the whole saga, book 7, it demanded some like he said he added like 10% to the book, which is quite a addition, because Stephen King, when he edits, it's always cut down. But in this case, he added like 10%. So I'm going to sneeze. This is unprecedented. You know what? I'm going to will away the sneeze. It's gone. You just saw somebody will away a sneeze. That's like lifting a truck off a child level skill. And like not even your child, some strange child that was carrying a Centipede press book got hit by a truck, and you lifted the truck off the child. That's the same thing as willing away a sneeze. It's back. Let's see if I can do it again. No, couldn't do it that time. Sorry, kid. I'll take that Centipede press book now. He's under the car. I'm keeping it safe for him. I don't want like blood and feces to get on it. Oh, child feces is a bridge too far for Jill. Did you hear the pun I started the broadcast with? That was nasty. I'm not going to repeat it now, but feces is too much. Okay. I like the movie too. Ed Harris. Ed Harris is crazy. As an actor, that guy's nuts. Name 3 Stephen King movies with Ed Harris. Well, Needful Things. Wasn't he in was he in Sleepwalkers? Was he in Tommyknockers? Jimmy Smits was in Tommyknockers. I don't know. I don't follow Ed Harris's career. I think it's cool that the grand edition of Little Sisters includes the revised Gunslinger. Yes. So when I do my journey through the tower, that's the first book I'm grabbing. Little Sisters of Illyria. I'm going to read that short story, which predates Roland's journey, basically, as we know it. And then I'm going to go into the Gunslinger, and then it's boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Anyone excited to be sending Jared Centipede your money for more great books? I mean, that coming soon list. I saw Let's Go Play at the Adams on there, and I really, 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 really want that book, but I'm going to have to pass. I didn't know Alligator was going to be $1.25. So I'm going to have to, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that. And that's on sale next week. Let's Go Play at the Adams. So I'm going to push away from the table. That book got a lot of buzz, and it was selling on Amazon for mad money. And so now that Jared's doing it, I don't know what that's going to do, but that's the one I had my eye on for a long time. Alligator was an impulse buy. And then you know what? You just got to trade off. Finders Keepers was my favorite. What? I've not finished the Hodges trilogy. I only have read the first 2. I was wondering what your thoughts were. Finders Keepers, I liked. My favorite was Mr. Mercedes. Regarding Centipede Press, I'll definitely want the Walter Tevis. Was it The Man Falls to Earth or something like that? And the list didn't even include a few pictured on the site. We have always lived in the castle. Pictured on the site. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Thanks. Ed Harris is in Creep Show. I didn't know he's in The Stand. I don't remember that. You're probably lying to me, Hans. Yeah, look. Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. is like, Creep Show? Centipede has so much great stuff coming. Yeah. Let's Go Play at the Adams was meh. All right, well, thank you, Mark. Thank you. That got me fine. I'm not going to feel bad for passing on it now. Finders Keepers was the only one I really liked in the trilogy. Outsider and If It Bleeds were amaze balls. Ed Harris is the general in The Stand. Okay. Tevis also wrote The Hustler and Queen's Gambit. All right. So Philip got me to buy this book from a publisher or a bookstore out of Nashville. You can no longer buy. It was a pre-order only. And this is John Dies at the End 4, one of my favorite series in recent times. I love the J-Date series. And this is the first one that is only published under Jason Pargin's real name. Previous titles were published under David Wong. I have What the Hell Did I Just Read? And John Dies at the End, both signed by David Wong, but this one is signed by Jason. If this book exists, you're in the wrong universe. So Philip Fracassi gave me the heads up on this. I jumped on it with a quickness. They sent it to me with a smoothness. And this is up next after I read Child Alone with Strangers. And I'm expecting 2 grand slams back to back. Dude! God, if you guys never read John Dies at the End, that J-Date series, love it. It's just so good. It's amazing. I'm waiting for a Philip Fracassi series. Philip get to writing a series. I'm dying to see where Child Alone with Strangers goes, because you have quite a lot to work with. Maybe that's it. Maybe it can't go any further because of what you do in the book. I don't know, but damn. I've never seen a David Wong sig. Well, you're in the right place. David Wong. This is that's what his signature looks like. This came with the Nocturnal Readers box, and that's David Wong, and this is what he did in John Dies at the End. So that is a David Wong signature. And now I have 2, and now I'm going to have Jason Pargin. And I'm sort of like, should I be a completist and get all the J-Date books with Jason Pargin's name on it? Because it's kind of cool. It's trippy to see the same book cover, the same art, the same title, and a different author's name. That's trippy. The Wong sig is badass, and I will say it's better than the Pargin signature. It's like he had a whole little art going with the David Wong that he had to abandon. What's the problem? What's the question? What's the answer? Okay. I didn't like End of Watch. No. That End of Watch was just this. I like Finder Keepers, most of the trilogy. Outsider was awesome and really liked It Bleeds a Ton. If It Bleeds a Ton. Okay, I got to read The Outsider. But yeah, I didn't like End of Watch. I've never. Okay, my Collecting the Modern Macabre in Centipede's Weird Fiction Review is a massive 20,000 word piece. Nice, Ron. So that's a good plug there. I still haven't read Wong. I did see the movie, though. The movie was fun, and the movie was faithful to the book, but it has a low budget taste, and the book is definitely high def. Perhaps Fracassi will write for us a book about the town of Sabbath. Yes, that's what I've been asking for. Dude, just strap in and get ready for the ride in Child Alone. That ending is wild. Damn it. Can't wait. I'm strongly considering a sequel to Child. Likely not for a couple of years. Damn. Well, it gives me energy. Ron, your historic articles I read first. Weird Fiction Review is always welcome. That's cool. I would enjoy a novel that is an actual collection of novellas about the charming town of Sabbath, like Malerman's Goblin. Yes. Goblin, Sabbath, Derry. These are all towns. Haven, Castle Rock, Black Springs. These are all towns. We like towns. Chattanooga. Dan Simmons is an excellent signature. Sleek and professional. You know who's the best signature is Thomas Harris. Best. You don't happen to have extra copies on order of any older weird fiction reviews. Ooh. So for those of you keeping score at home, Jeff has caught up to and has now passed Hans to be leading Jeff 2, Hans 1. I didn't realize we had a game afoot. Philip, we need the sequel. Anyone else know of any releases coming up or that anything? I feel like the town thing has been done. Yes, but not by you. And Sabbath is do it, you know? Like the thing is you're not going to everything's been done. Everything. And there are so many hacks out there that are redoing it anyway. And they're doing it terribly. So I don't think you should let that stop you. If you really do have a story. Now, if you don't have a passion to do it and you're like, everybody wants a Sabbath book, I'll whip out a Sabbath book. It'll be a Black Sabbath book. Fine. Then don't do it if you don't feel it like it's a story you need to tell. But just because it's been done before doesn't mean diddly squat. I'm submitting my next one tomorrow. Focuses on one of my favorite older presses. Cool, Ron. Hopefully with the printer backlog cleared up, the Weird Fiction review won't be quite as long. Nice. The Hodges trilogy was so bad. Read all 3, but I forced myself to do it. Just did not care for them at all. So I like Mr. Mercedes. I liked that one. There were things about it I didn't like. Holly Gibney, Bill Hodges' girlfriend, and then the uncomfortable way King wrote Jerome. Let's get him on The View to be yelled at about the way he wrote Jerome. He should apologize for that. That was not cool. I did not like that. But the story was the best of the 3, in my opinion. But we got Holly. Oh, I know she's getting her own I don't like Holly. I actually prefer a string of visits to Sabbath every now and then, here or there. There is a reason I put down Anna Watch. Felt strange coming straight out of Finders Keepers. However, the stand is quenching that thirst. Great. Yes, the stand is amazing. I agree that the town thing has been done to death, but where is your book on teenagers that fall in love with shiny vampires and dog boys? That's funny. Everything's been done to death. Death has been done to death. So we talked about Alligator and how Shelley Katz is Stephen King. I don't care what Jared said. I don't care. Shelley Katz is Stephen King's pseudonym. I'm just going to stick with it. Philip knows something about Centipede Press and Stephen King. If there's anything going on with Stephen King and Centipede Press, that is going to blow up the publishing world. Ba-boom! People will lose their gourds. I guarantee I won't be able to get it. If Centipede Press did a Stephen King book, I probably wouldn't be able to get it. People would go bananas. Ugh. Is Centipede Press doing the new Holly Gibney book? Because then I won't want it. Speaking of new Stephen King books, this is Fairy Tale. I read it. Any new Thunderstorm news? Earthling CD. Earthling, we talked about it Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr., there's stuff coming out. We already know the next title in the Halloween series is by a cat named Tyler Jones. Midas is the name of the book. Don't know anything else. Maybe Paul Miller will send me an arc. I don't know. Well, I only gave his new Halloween book 3 stars, so maybe I won't get an arc. Fallen out of favor. Thunderstorm. I don't know. There's a book from an author I love coming out from Thunderstorm soon. I don't think he wants me to tell about the book because it's not news yet, but he sometimes attends these chats. I bit my lip. You saw that? I'm going to watch that live. I always wonder what that looks like when I just accidentally bite my own face. And so now I have it recorded. So that's cool. I get to watch that back. That was awkward. CD. So this is what we're going to talk about with CD. Apparently, people who don't know better ordered a book they can get at Costco from Cemetery Dance because they just love the weight. So they ordered Fairy Tale from CD because they want the slipcase for whatever reason. If you don't have a signature in your Fairy Tale, why do you need a slipcase? That to me, put Mylar on it, take care of it, read it gently, be nice. It's okay. Take care of your books, but you don't need a slipcase, and you definitely don't need to wait. If you're a diehard Stephen King fan and you want to read the book as soon as it comes out, do not buy it from Cemetery Dance. What are you, stoned? Like, have you lost all sense of time? Why would you do that? So, people got theirs, and they got the first edition, but printed in Italy. And apparently that's inferior quality materials. I don't know, lighter paper. I don't know. I have the U.S. printed edition that I got for far below retail from Costco. And they had a whole table of them. And I got to pick out which one had the nicest corners. And I got to take the jacket off and look at the boards to make sure it was in great shape. And then I read it gently. So all these people are learning a very painful lesson about what not to do with your money and Cemetery Dance. Now, that said, feel free to buy Gothic. Go over there and buy Gothic right now. That's safe. Beef Daddy, thumbs up. Even though I guess you can't do thumbs up anymore. It's offensive. Whatever. You get the Beef Daddy thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, and a book in the middle. That I will say, go for it. But sweet baby biscuits. Why would you buy a trade edition from Cemetery Dance? And you want that slipcase, just wait for them to sell the slipcase. And the slipcase, people are still waiting for the Billy Summers slipcase. This is a clown show. If you want anything special, like, you're going to wait until you're dead. You can order the slipcase without the book. Yeah, why don't you? We get a surprise release from Levidian very soon. Yeah, I'm dying to know what that is. Good night, Iron Manos. Take it easy. Happy Halloween. Let's start a release day pool for Dark Regions Mallory. Seriously, let's do it. I call my birthday week, May 27th, as a release week. Mallory, well, Offspring is coming next, and then Mallory. Did you guys see? Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr., Dark Regions is selling the German Goblin. Did you see that? I posted it, so if you want it. Welcome back, Pizza Giraffe. Please don't regurgitate any pizza through your enormously long neck. I got the CD slipcase for every Stephen King book, and sometimes I do find signed copies, and I'm glad I already own the slipcase for. That's fine. That's okay. You and your arcs and your Stephen King signatures. You know, just sometimes you happen upon a Stephen King signature. It's understandable. And that makes sense. And so I think CD does nice slipcases for those Stephen King trade editions. And I would love slipcases for every book I own. Seriously, if it's worth having, it's worth keeping safe. And I would like that, but I just am tired of waiting for them. I'm gonna need Daphne reviews from YouTube people. I'm saying it. I think it's his best. Couldn't put it down. Qualifier. I've not read Ghoul or Carol. Ghoul's amazing. Well, I can't wait to read Daphne. Also, if you got the slipcase, does the slipcase fit the US version? Or that's the problem. You don't think it's going to be the next Hill book? I gotta know what. Toxic Wasteoids here. It's been a minute, Toxic. Yeah, they. Any news on Hex yet? Yeah, Hex is. It's done being printed. Now they're binding it. Speaking of CD Gothic, I heard pre-orders are so strong that they are doing an offset print run for the hardcover. So first printings, is my understanding, won't be print on demand. Whoa. That's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. I can't wait. I'm reading it right now and really enjoying it a lot. Quick read. Yeah, I'm going to read it after I read John Dies at the End 4. I got mine too, actually. 1 point, Steven. I only grabbed a CD slip for Revival, which makes sense because Revival is top 3 King. Well, I disagree, but that's cool. No, that's cool. That's all right. Do you have the Revival from Levidian? That's the one to have. USA Pizza Giraffe. USA. Oh, I can't wait to get my Gothic hardcover and my Gothic paperback to go in my Gothic section. I'm going to need a whole section for Gothics. I'm going to have to get the foreign language Gothics. It's a whole mess. It will be like Christmas 2 over here when they all start arriving. I literally can't remember how many I ordered. CD gets the slipcases made after they get the book. Hope they get the Italian first edition. I'm assuming the slipcase will fit that particular edition. Yeah. I loved Revival. I'll read it again. Philip. If you guys loved it, I'll read it again. I got the Levidian, actually Letterpress Publications edition of Revival. So I will read that again upon a reread. Hopefully I like it. I hated it except for the ending. I love the ending, but I hated everything else. I thought it could be a novella. I didn't care for the characters. They seemed like the shallowest King characters ever. They were just shallow waters. So I didn't dig it. I don't know what else I have to talk about. I think we talked about everything. Chiz is doing book signings, just not at the Merrimack Book Festival, but he's doing book signings to promote his Drek. Yeah, I said it. I got the LP edition as well. That'll be my third read through. Damn. Ramsey Campbell also liked Revival, but I hated the novel too. Revival is the last great King novel. Eat it, Jeff. So, okay. The last one, let me see. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to pull up real quick. Stephen King bibliography off of Wikipedia. So this does it. I hate how they do it. They do the novels and then collections separately. So, Sleeping Beauties. Okay, so Sleeping Beauties was after Revival. Okay. Revival, Sleeping Beauties. So I didn't read Outsider, Elevation, Institute, later, Billy Summers. I'm not even going to say Gwendy's Final Task because to me that's not a King book. But I did read Fairy Tale. And like I said, that's not aging well. Fairy Tale is I might have to lower my star ranking on Goodreads. Because I gave it 4. I should just give it 3. Later was great. You could read it in a day. Well, I can't read anything in a day. I'm a slow reader. I am. I own 3 revival arcs. The Scribner US, the Levidian, and the Howder and Stoughton UK. I also have the Levidian Gift Edition, the Howder and Stoughton Limited Edition with a silver guitar pick and a signed first edition and CD slip. Fairy Tale was meh. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go back and lower it from 4 to 3. Now, King is somebody who could weather a bad review. But I didn't want to put a bad review up from Marla because, or not a bad review. It wasn't a bad review. My tier system, 1 star is you made me angry. I hate you. I don't want to see any of your books. I will tear them like thusly. 2 stars, man, you had a good idea, but you wasted it. You didn't pull it off. What were you doing? I'm still mad at you, but you had something, but you squandered it. 3 stars. I like it. It's good. It's the bare minimum of what I recommend. 3 stars. Yes, I can recommend this book. It checks some boxes, and so it services your reading needs. 4 stars is, hey, I recommend this book. A little highly recommend this book. This book is a really good book. It's a great book. So 3 stars is good. 4 stars is great. This is a great book, and it goes above and beyond just checking boxes. It won't piss you off. Like 3 stars doesn't piss you off, but it doesn't send you over the moon. 4 stars, it sends you over the moon. 5 stars is perfection. This book can't be improved upon and probably can't be replicated. So I'm trying to be very stingy with my 5-star reviews. So 3 stars is not a bad review, and that's the thing on Goodreads. Everybody assigns their own weight to their stars. You know, there are some snobs that 1 star everything. There are some goobers who 5-star everything. You know, so how do you judge a Goodreads score when it's a combination of, and it's an aggregate of all these people giving different weight to stars? So 3 stars for me is good. But it's not, everybody gave it 5 stars already, so whatever. I reread King's The Jaunt recently from Skeleton Crew, and man, oh man, what a great. Yes, The Jaunt is a short story like The Moving Finger. Those 2 stories, The Jaunt and The Moving Finger, have stayed with me forever. Those 2 stories are amazing. The Jaunt is smarter. The Moving Finger is just the creepiest goddamn story you're ever going to read. So creepy. But yes, I agree. That story. There's sometimes that Stephen King is just magic. I mean, there should be beyond 5-star magic. Like, I should be able to give magic to some books. And those are the books that leave scar tissue. Don't know if you guys wanted to know this, but my kitten randomly ate part of my paperback cover. How much do you love your cat? Would the cover be enough for that 4th star from Marla? No, because covers and books are not, they're separate things, man. The cover, now if we're rating covers, this is a great cover. If we're rating covers, maybe I don't care for the title treatment as much, but the art, I love it. Love this art. And after you read Marla, it takes on a new meaning. I don't know if that was the intention of the artist, but after I read it, I love the cover even more. So, but it doesn't bump the story up unless the author did the art. So, yeah, it's totally separate. Good night, Matt, Hans, Chaucito. Take it easy. I'm going to be hopping off too because I get yelled at. The Jaunt is King Prime. Yeah. I don't understand. Your show's about books. You open boxes and discuss your books. But when I mention my own books, you mock me and tell me, oh, no, Hans, no, Hans, no. No, Hans. I love your Revival collection. I just don't know why. I just don't know about Revival. Like that book, I just didn't. I want to like it. I'm going to reread it and I'm going to see if it's worthy. No, Hans, I'm sorry, Hans. I'm sorry. No. I hope he's not mad. Are you seriously mad? I'm just busting stones. Oh, I'm sorry, Hans. Revival is top tier and one of my favorite. I got to reread it then. I got to reread it. Just reread it. Books are so subjective. I also has a lot to do when you read a book in your life. Yes, when you read it, what mood you're in. It's tough. It's tough. I'm going to have to stop by again on these streams. I talked to Jeff a while back in the comments of one of his shorts, and he gave me some advice. Oh, yeah. These people are the experts. I'm not the expert. These people are the experts, the people who stop in here. Hans, I got to reach out to Hans now. Hans make me feel horrible. I was just kidding, man. I'm sorry. Hans. You know what? I'm going to message Hans right now. Because he's not here. Where is he? I'm going to message Hans. Shh. Hans. Dude, Hans. Huh? Let's fix it live. Yes, fix it live. If Revival wasn't your bag, I got some bad news about almost everything that he has written since. Really? Okay. Well, Hans or Revival, I will read it. I will do it and review it. But I also want to read Firestarter. That's a classic king I never read, so I'm going to read that. So The Outsider was very, very good. I agree. Some books just don't work if you have crap going on in real life. Yep. I've read some great books that just didn't fit. And Billy Summers was so good, in my opinion. That's what I heard. I heard Institute and Billy Summers. I heard Outsider was good up until like the very end. And then it just dumps. So I didn't read it. And then Holly's in it. And I hate Holly. But I heard Billy Summers and Institute were really good. So he didn't stick the landing on the outside. Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. I've gone an hour and a half. It's usually later than I'm allowed. So I promise this time next week I won't be jealous, because that's really all it was. When Hans was naming his books, I was jealous, and it just made me. No, I wasn't serious. It made me jealous, and it came out ugly. So I apologize to Hans profusely. I will never do that again, ever, ever. And I also won't talk about how young Mitch is, because Mitch is a baby. So good night. And I will talk to you all. I'll be back when the week is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have books you want to talk about, and I'll be better. Good night, everybody.